Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today I'm going to do my final video on my Dear Dragonfly challenge, and that's inspired by Suzanne at Nonstop Paper Crafts. This one is the week 3 challenge, and then week 4 was just kind of a, if you have stuff left to do, you could go ahead and get it done. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just going to finish up my challenge. So for week 3, she made a tassel to go on her little mini journal. So I'm going to make my tassel, and then I didn't have anything to hook it to, so I'm just going to make a little folio out of the freebies that she gave us. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and check out my other videos. So I haven't really done a lot with tassels. I've kind of just messed around a little bit, a couple times, made a couple. I don't know that they really turned out all that great, but we're going to give it a whirl today. So I'm just going to use this blue ball pin or bell pin, or I can't never remember what you call them. But anyways, that's what I'm using. So I'm just going to use some ribbon and some lace and just a piece of this eyelet or eyelash trim. So, and it's not going to be a big tassel. So I'm just going to do the same thing that she did. She just hooked it right onto her her little pin. So that's all I'm going to do. Before I get too much on here, I'll put a couple pieces of lace or ribbon, and I'm going to tie this on. So I'm just going to start with a loop, a big enough loop so I have a shot to get it on there. And I'm just going to slip this under there. And pull it tight. Hopefully I didn't mess up my ribbon. There we go. So I think that'll be all right. And that'll just kind of be in the center. And in her dragonfly thing, she has pinks and blues, so they'll go good. I hope everyone is having a good day today. Actually think I wanted my white lace at the front, but we'll put it on now. And it doesn't matter. Okay. So that didn't take long. And I'm just going to close it up. And there's my tassel. And you can add beads and all of that stuff. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, I should tie this again because it's going to come out. Maybe I'll have to take it out. Yep. I should have tied it in the knot, huh? Alright, let me just try to slide this through here and tie it again. And this time I'll tie it in a knot. So after I get this little folio done and hook it on, then I'll see if this needs trimmed, then I'll trim it. And hopefully that holds. I probably got my stuff all twisted and everything. There, I think that'll be all right. Okay, so I'm gonna lay that aside. And let me see. I have my little pieces parts because I have, all right, this is my front cover, I think. Or is this my front cover? Can't remember. Yeah, this is my front cover. So this was just a long piece, and it had some green down the center, probably like this, and I just cut it apart. I copied on both sides, so I had to piece this because when I cut it out, this part was too short for this part. So all I'm going to do is I took another piece that I had cut off, and I'm just going to glue this right across the top, and that's going to blend in just fine. So I used the digital plus the scraps that I cut off. There was another part on here too, I think I pieced, and I'll have to find that and show it to you. So when you're doing a project, don't throw your scraps away until you know you don't need them anymore. And sometimes I don't anyways, because you can always fit them into other projects. I didn't have to go all the way down there to the end. Now let me see if I can just tear this off. Yes, and then I can just ink over it. Thought I just dropped something. So there. Okay, so that's my back flap. Now let's see. I don't feel another place. Oh, I did. I added onto the front to make it taller with like the green that was around the outside, and then that white strip was in there, so I just had to cover it over, and you actually don't even see it. So then on the insides, I cut little pockets, or I tore them. And I'm just going to do both of these sides as I go. No sense just doing one. And I'm only going to do it as a tuck style, so I'm going to go to just do the two sides. And then this was on the digital, says notes, and on the back it's just plain. And I didn't back these with anything. I didn't figure that it needed to be backed because it's just a little paper folio. This is the other one, says notes. So we'll just slip that in this pocket. And then these were part of the digitals. So I'm just going to glue this down, and I'm going to do the 3 sides to make it a little pocket. Oops. Now if I do that, I'm going to end up gluing my little tags in there where I don't want them glued in at. Now I think that little pocket's cockeyed. There, we'll see if that stays there. And then I'm just going to put a little flower up here. I don't think I want it there. I think I want it there. And we'll just stick these little tiny tags in here. And then them can be written on the inside of this with a dark pen or whatever. You can journal on this. You can journal on the front and back of these little journal papers. Same way on this side. You can journal all around there. Okay, I'm going to add this one to this pocket. This was just part of the little ephemera that come with it. And I'll just stick these little tags in here. You can write little tiny notes or a little word. I'll stick this up here. Okay, now out of part of the paper that I cut out, I'm just going to use as a binding on this. So I'm just going to stick these together. And I'm just going to glue it on, and then I'll trim it. So I think that'll work okay. I'm going to try to just do the whole thing at one time. We'll see how that works. It's easy when you don't have glue on it, but when you put the glue on, then, you know, gives you problems. Gives me problems. Just put a little bit more up here where I had my fingers. All right, so I'm just going to lay this in there. Kind of pull that together. Work down through. And I think that worked well. And then on here, you can also journal on this part as well as this part. If you have another little piece, you could put over there to make a little pocket. I should have had it down lower because I'm going to have white on here now. But maybe I can just ink it up a little bit. Let me see. I can just tear that. And I can just tear this. Now, of course, it's not going to be even because I tore it. And it's just, you know, kind of a raggedy look. Yeah, that'll be all right. Well, I had some of this a little closer than others, but I can't fix it now because I think I'll tear it. See if I can just move it over a little bit. I don't think I can. I should have done one at a time, huh? I'm thinking if I just barely snip this, maybe I could move it over there a little bit. I don't think I can. So I'll just leave it like it was. Oh, guess gotta ink the back of it too, huh? Let me have my paper back. We'll just ink that a little bit. We'll just ink that up there to make it look the same. Okay, so we have our inside stuff. You can just ink over that a little bit just to touch that up. Just a rough, raggedy little folio. Then, up here at the top, I can put my tassel, and I can just stick it in the corner. And I think maybe I can do it like this. I don't think it should tear it. And if it doesn't close right, then I'll move it. But we'll have to see. Like I say, I really don't do too much with tassels. So let's see how that hangs. Well, I think that hangs good. And if you didn't like it like that, you could put it in the front. Might be better in the front to lay down, I don't know. Well, let me see. We'll just see what it looks like in the front. And if we don't like it in the front, then it can go back in the side. Guess you just don't know till you try. Let me try there. And we'll just bring that down without tearing my paper. Oh, I think it lays better like that. So there we go. So there's my finishing of my Dear Dragonfly challenge. So what did you think about my little Scrappy folio? Well, even though we did a boo-boo down here, yeah, it's Scrappy. I think it turned out cute. And I think the tassel is okay. I could probably, excuse me, I could probably trim that off just a little to make it more even. And that will be my video for today. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Pop over by Suzanne's channel, see some of the different things that she does. She makes a lot of pretty things. So I hope you come back to see me for my next video. And until then, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. Happy crafting. Bye for now.